I don't know about you, but every time I check my bank account, it feels like the ground beneath my feet is shaking, like I'm caught in the middle of an earthquake. Seriously. I wake up, scroll through the news, and it's like I'm reading a horror story. Artificial intelligence and robots are taking over jobs left and right. I mean, just last week, I saw a headline about a fast food restaurant that replaced its entire staff with a few machines and a computer program, and I can't help but think, what's next? My job? Your job? We've all heard the predictions. They say that in the next decade, millions of jobs could vanish. It's terrifying. I've spent years working hard, building my skills, and now I'm supposed to just sit back and watch as some algorithm takes my place? It's not just about my job, it's about the future of work itself. What are we going to do when the robots are doing everything? Who's going to pay for all this? And then there's the financial markets. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but it feels like they're on a roller coaster ride and not the fun kind. One minute, stocks are soaring, and the next, they're plummeting. It's like watching a game of Jenga, where someone keeps pulling out blocks, and you know it's only a matter of time before everything comes crashing down. My life savings, my retirement plans, are they just going to vanish into thin air? It's hard not to feel a sense of panic. I've put away what I could, hoping it would be enough to carry me through my golden years. But with the way things are going, I can't help but wonder if I'm just throwing my money into a bottomless pit. What happens when the market crashes? What happens to all those plans I had? And let's talk about inflation. Oh, inflation. It's like a thief in the night, creeping in and stealing the purchasing power of every dollar I earn. I go to the grocery store and see prices skyrocketing. I used to be able to fill my cart for a reasonable amount, but now? It feels like I'm robbing a bank just to buy a few essentials. Everything costs more, and my paycheck? It's not stretching like it used to. I feel like I'm running on a treadmill, working harder and harder just to stay in the same place. Taxes are another looming threat. Every year it feels like they're creeping higher, and I can't shake the feeling that one day they'll push me over the edge. I mean, how much can one person take? I work hard, I save, and yet, it feels like the system is rigged against me. What if I can't keep up? What if I end up losing my home because I can't afford the taxes? It's a lot to think about, and I know I'm not alone in this. We're all feeling the weight of these financial pressures. It's not just numbers on a spreadsheet. It's our lives, our dreams, our futures. We're living in uncertain times, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed.
I've been listening carefully, and your concerns are real. We can't let fear paralyze us. Let me tell you why I have turned to pool funding as a solution. We need to build our financial futures on relationships, and not just on transactions alone. When you trade your time for money at a job, you are doing a transaction. You are exchanging your time, talent, and effort for a meager paycheck. You will never get ahead doing that kind of transaction. Instead, you can use the pool funding system and a handful of relationships you will forge within it to scale your way into more money than you can spend. It's the difference between multiplication and addition. In pool funding, you will leverage your time against building a small team, and that is how you will multiply money. The job may provide you a predictable income, but you are just adding up the hours, and that won't help you to keep up with the rising costs of goods and services. Just 4 solid relationships within pool funding can scale you up to receiving over $1 million a year. So, investing your time into building strong, reliable relationships within pool funding will get you way more money than trading your time for money at a job. We can't let the earthquake swallow us whole. We have to find a way to stand firm, to rebuild, and to create a future that works for all of us, even in the face of uncertainty. So let's keep the conversation going, because together, we can weather this storm. We can create a future where we don't need a job, and perhaps we can live more meaningful lives. We call this the luxury economy, and you can help us build it by joining pool funding. Today is a great day to get started. So, join us now, and you can thank me later.